Going on, guys? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Let's more people get in here before we get started with the live stream. So hopefully you guys been having a good weekend. We got to talk about this devastating Deontay Wilder situation. If you guys have watched the replay, double tap the screen, comment your thoughts as we go along and watch and listen to this sad story, this all too common story. It look like it's about to rain. So yeah, it look like everybody's out doing different stuff today, which it is what it is. We're gonna give some people some more time to get in here before we get started. What's going on, Lily? As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button. It's much appreciated. We gotta talk about this Deontay Wilder situation and what the BS of successful men have to go through. See, the West is a very interesting place when it comes to men and women and success. It's very, very weird, the landscape here in the West, and we're going to break it down. As you guys come in, double tap the screen, hit the like button for me. We're going to get started with the live stream in just a minute, but hopefully you guys been having a good weekend. Hopefully you guys been doing pretty well. You hung out with family. You know, we're getting prepared for the new year. This is crazy, bro. Like, this year just flew by. This is insane. Shit just be flying by, guys. So if you guys got dreams and goals, you better get them shits done right now. Shit, I had forever at 18, 19 years old. Shit, I'm 27, about to turn 28 next year. This is crazy work. You look like Ban Chan from Stray Kids. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's a roast, a compliment, or I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't even know that reference like that. But we're in very interesting times. And guys, before I get started with look him up, I will and after the live stream. I don't got time right now. I'm talking. So the interesting thing about living in the West and dealing with modern women and dealing with just dating period in the West, there's some interesting dynamics going on that I want to talk about before we get into this video. Because when we get into this video, we're just going to let him explain his situation, and then we're going to kind of like react to it live. But this is just my observation of dealing with and looking at and observing people in the West and how successful they can be and how they still have to deal with BS. It's quite interesting, the dynamic that we're creating. It's almost in a way like we're creating a dynamic to where it's like incentivizing men to not be successful. It's weird. And let me explain myself. Let me explain myself. So you'll become successful. People tell you, the dating coach and these red pill people and all these different people on the internet, they'll tell you, hey, you need to do this to level up and get money and get in shape and all this stuff, which is what you should be doing already. But, it's good for them to um, do these things. It definitely is good for you. You're more happy, you're more confident, your self esteem's higher to do these things. But the backside of that is you're still going through the BS of the average man. As a matter of fact, depending on the guy, you could be a rich guy and be going through more BS than the bad boy that lives on the other side of town in the hood. He done knocked up multiple women and he still nothing's happening to him. But with you as a successful guy, Captain, obviously that she says true. You agree with this? As a successful guy, you'll get used. You're constantly, and this is just what comes with success. Unfortunately, people want to latch onto you, and so that's part of it. But you would think that when you become successful, the majority of the BS with women would end, and it doesn't. It doesn't. As a matter of fact, you could argue that it gets worse. You could be dealing with these women. And I'm not saying that you guys should not be successful. It's better to have the money because if you have the money and the resources, you can just move to a different place and or to a different country or whatnot, and you'll be fine. So, it still has options for you, but it's just been curious for me to notice that you can have these successful things and you'll still deal with the majority of the BS. It's quite crazy. It's because your interactions were always transactional. Well, that's the thing, and that's why American culture, the dating culture, is rooted in dishonesty. Um, from what I've seen and observed from the passport bros is when they go overseas, these different things that they're doing, even if they are paying for it outright, it's okay over there. It's upfront, it's honest. Hey, here's the fee. This is what you get. It's what you can pay for. See, in the West, you're dealing with women that want to be career women. They want to be 304s. They want to be sugar babies. They want to sleep with who they want to sleep with and be strong and independent. And then after all of that, they want to still get married. It's ridiculous. It's like just pick a lane. You know what I'm saying? Like if women were just like, hey, I'm just a escort, cool. There's a lane for that. There's a man that will do that and pay for that. If you're a good woman, just stay over here. Be a good woman, get married, have a family, cool. Everybody gets what they want. But in the West, you can't tell the good from the bad women because they're all participating in the same stuff. And so it's crazy, guys, the dynamic. And it's like, man, like this is the stuff. Excuse me. This is the stuff you have to deal with in the West, and just because you're successful, it doesn't eliminate most of the BS. And this is why Deontay Wilder is going to come in handy to show us proof because this is just so crazy, guys. So for all you guys out there striving to be successful, when you're successful in the West, that doesn't mean that um, women's bad behavior or feminist mindset changes. You're still going to deal with the same BS. Sometimes it's a little bit lower than the average man, and sometimes it's a little bit higher than the average man. It's crazy. Nonetheless, you should probably still get the money and the options regardless. That's just my opinion. Anyways, we're going to spend a little bit of time on this Deontay Wilder thing as you guys come in here. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Hopefully you guys can hear this. because this is a crazy story, guys. Really crazy story. So, yeah, if we're not getting too much participation in this one, we'll cut it short. The 20 minutes, we'll go to 20 minutes and see how long we can go. If we can't go past 20 minutes without much engagement or support via super chat, we're going to cut this short. You know, sometimes people just don't not interested in it, and I get it.
How is all the love for so many years put in that I've saved you, I've helped you with things. He supposed to have more kids than he have. Like, he probably have at least 3, 5 kids. Right.
What's going on, Nicholas Shatter? Can you hear that, Nicholas? I hit the light. Appreciate it. Can you hear this? Can everybody hear this?
That I've saved you, I've helped you with things. He supposed to have more kids than he have. Like, he probably have at least 3, 5 kids.
Right. We can hear it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start over and react to this in real time.
You did this out of all the things I've done from you. You forgot I'm a motherfucker that used to save you from eating soap. I'm the one that used to put your pampers back on when you used to take them off because you wanted to be naked. Freak yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so many different things that were going through my head of reminiscing and like, damn, how because I'm trying to do the math in my head. I ain't no mathematician, but like, damn, this should be. How is this possible? How is all the love for so many years put in that I've saved you, I've helped you with things. He supposed to have more kids than he have. Like, he probably have at least 3, 5 kids. Right. He got 2 now. I ain't talked to him in a while, and that bridge is burned. You understand me? And I just couldn't imagine. So my mind was like, I'm just calculating all the things. But with that, just imagine. Just say 10 people. I had about 7 to 10 that I helped. That's from the least closest all the way down to the closest. Each year, year after year, I'm finding shit. Each year, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Yeah. My career ain't going right and shit because I'm focused on the outside instead of what's camp.
And that's how most people fall. That's how most men fall off right there. That's how most men fall off, guys. It's not because they get comfortable. It's not because they start living lavish. That is some men, but really what it is when you pick the wrong woman, she distracts you. And Captain Obvious, you were saying making a whole bunch of sense. I went ahead and made you a moderator. I appreciate it. But you would think that it's the success itself that destroys most men. No, guys, it's probably another woman. You know, when you choose a bad woman, she can really turn your life upside down, which is why selection is key. And so in the selection process, guys, in your vetting process, if that's not at least 80 to 90% good, you're going to deal with this stuff, guys. And it's going to drain your energy, drain your resources, stress you out. And if you deal with it too long, it could end your life. It's awful to be cold. Got to never pretend an untrustworthy person is trustworthy. Exactly. Bad people don't turn to good people usually.
I'm sharing tears and crying inside the camp. You can't do that. As a fighter, you gotta eat, breathe, and sleep it because this is a dangerous business. We're risking our lives. And just imagine you risking your life going in them. You're supposed to be focused, but you thinking on what's going on the outside or what happened because you can't get it together because you can't believe what happened. Like over and over and over. And you just thinking about all the shit you'd have done with these people that they would have never been in where they are. Yeah. You know what I mean? In certain situations, if it wasn't for you and you didn't ask for nothing, you didn't get a dime. I'd have spent millions on people.
He said he didn't spend millions on people and they still did. Bro, I'm going to be real with you guys, bro. A lot of y'all be mad at these rich dudes for being assholes, bro. I get it. I get it. You got to be an asshole, bro. Your ass gonna get used, abused, resources, all kind of crazy stuff from bad people. So when these rich people be like, F you guys from the average lane and from the average class and middle class and, all, and poor class, lower class, all that. I understand it now. They be getting used up. People be trying to take shortcuts, to shortchange them, steal from them. I'm like, bro, I get it. I ain't even mad at you. That's probably the best way that you should be. Nicholas writes, it can be negatively impact your next dating too, which is a shame. Yeah, because it can make you jaded. And so if you go into the next interaction with that messed up, that negative mindset, you can overlook a decent woman because you automatically think she's gonna do something wrong. Because you lose, yeah, exactly. Because I didn't even read the sentence, but we already think on the same wavelength. Because you can lose a good woman because you're not clear the last one or two or three or four exactly. Captain Obvious says sometimes the best thing is to stay away until you know she's true. Exactly. Treat them all like 304s. It is what it is. Dan Bozerian is the way I'd be too. Yeah. Yeah, you can't even fault them, bro. Why they be doing certain stuff. They got to protect their assets.
You know what I'm saying, over the years and calculating it up. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then with a person that ain't got no money, they asking you for money, and then when something don't go right, what's the main thing they say? You always talking about money. Well, why it always gotta be a money? Motherfucker, you asking me for money. I ain't, you know, that's when you go back and tell me, I did this for you, I did. Why it always gotta be about money? Right. Say what? Why is this conversation when you come to me, it's always about money? You know, that's another thing you get tired of. But you know, I had to go through so much, and then him, and then him and one of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex. Yes.
Here we go. This the big part. This the juicy part right here. Yeah, you guys pay attention to this.
Stole over $400,000 from me. 400?
Bruh, hold on.
From me. She killed one of my child.
Hold on, bruh. Let's replay that.
My ex stole over $400,000 from me. 400? Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my child because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in that had a cap on it. So she wanted to move.
Oh, hell no, bruh. I'm gonna replay that. Bro, these women are diabolical, bruh. What the See, the 400K, half a million basically is crazy in itself. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I don't care what dudes be saying, bro. Some dudes be like, bro, you a millionaire. What's $400,000 to you? I'm like, bro, I promise you, if you make 60K, you don't want nobody taking no money away from you. You know, 5K is a lot if you make 60K. Like, bro, nobody wants anybody to steal from them. That's ridiculous. 400K. And then on top of that, this woman aborted one of his kids just off of the fact that she couldn't get a bigger amount of child support in the state she was living in, which is why she moved to California. Homie, this shit is diabolical, bruh. This is why I'm saying, guys, like, to a degree, the way the Western society is set up, shout out to my man Chris for being here. The way the Western society is set up, it kind of pushes you, or kind of in a way disincentivizes you to be successful because there's so many different booby traps you have to step through and avoid. You said too many gold diggers. The gold diggers, yeah, 400K, god dang. Yeah, shout out to my man Chris, said hi. He said Wilder is textbook example. It happened to Mike Tyson too, bro. Yes, man. And like, bro, I've said this before. The land that you have to navigate in the West when it comes to dating is so treacherous. You're gonna get caught up in one of these traps. because your mind has to always be on go. You have to always be paying attention and looking for the okey doke, signing NDAs and all kind of crazy stuff because the game never ends. When you get to this stage, you can't trust anybody, bruh, which is exhausting. You know what I'm saying? You see a bad chick with a big butt or some with a good rack, you like, bro, I'm just trying to bust this down right quick. I'm just trying to bust it down right quick. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to bust it down, child support. You trying to fall in love, get a woman that really like you for you, divorce. She's suing you, trying to kill your reputation because you broke up with her and didn't want a relationship with her. So now she got to tarnish your whole reputation. Fake allegation. You lose your sponsorships. Crazy shit, bro. These are too many gold, bro. They don't treat you good till they know you'll leave, or that's a bar. Money lost with child support, bro. Meanwhile, Pookie and Ray Ray in the hood, Chad the biker dude, he got 3 baby mamas, ain't paying no child support, and ain't taking none of them kids, taking care of none of them kids. And them women leave him alone. He still come over and smash him every once in a while. Crazy shit, bruh. Crazy shit.
$100,000 from me. She killed one of my childs because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in. They had a cap on it, so she wanted to move to California. Oh, see, that's where all the girls go. That's what California got the lawyers out there waiting on them, and the laws is a woman is innocent to proven guilty, and man is guilty to proven innocent. Good luck, and don't have no money because they're gonna extort you. Yeah. You understand me? Judges and lawyers knowing each other and all that, and I'm telling you, and these times, motherfuckers freaking out here. They probably having sex with each other and shit, coming on and hitting your case down. You know what I mean?
Bro, he giving game, bro. He giving game, homie. Any women that's living in California or residing in California, bro, when she hit your ass with that child support, your ass is done. That's basically what he's saying. Any woman that want to move to California, that's a red flag. Red flag. Flag on the plate. Flag on the plate. Why you want to move to California? You ain't never lived in California. And he said they be working together, the judges and all that. Sometimes the lawyer, bro, I heard stories where the lawyer is hitting the baby mama. Why you paying? Because like in these certain cases, the dude has to pay for his lawyers and her lawyers. And so like the judges and the lawyers know each other, and sometimes they be smashing each other on the low, especially if the judge is a woman or the lawyers are women and the judge is a man. Sometimes they be smashing each other on the low. And then sometimes the lawyer be talking to the chick and he'd be like, you can get these lawyer fees down or I could save you some money. You just got to bend that ass over. Crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit, bro. This is the world you guys have to exist in. We all have to exist in. And if just imagine the random dudes out here, the successful dudes, the average dudes, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine being one of those dudes and not having access to this information, bro. Cooked. Could you imagine living and existing in this society and not having this kind of information given to you? Your ass gonna get taken advantage of, bro. Crazy stuff.
Been through so much, bro, and to go through that and to have somebody that you took care of for years, a person. She was a person that lost her job she'd tell everybody she was CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the lower in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain part that you're really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't wiping right. He still stink. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job, you finna become homeless, and you got 2 people you taking care of. So I end up getting her and moving her with me. And I, you know what I'm saying? And helped her out and all that stuff.
It don't pay to be no good man, bruh. It just don't. He said she lost a job and now he done moved the chick in with her. It get worse.
This is how you repay me. I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father. I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel about scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit of it. And you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friend. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing.
Bruh, he done moved the chick in. He being a stepdad. He taking money out of his own kids' inheritance and giving it to her stepson. And she still did him wrong, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd be one cold son of a bitch. I'd be one cold son of a bitch, bro. Bro, it's like you're rich. We will steal your money. And if you're poor or middle class, we will bully you for being too poor. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's like, I think it's another level, bro, that nobody wants to talk about when it comes to the financial system. I think there's 4 levels. It's lower class, middle class, and they just sit there and fight with each other. The middle class and the lower class. The middle class is like, I'm better than these poor people because they're living disorganized and all this stuff, but really they're just keeping up with the Joneses. You see these videos on TikTok and YouTube. They be like, I'm broke and I make $150,000. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Inflation is high, but it ain't that goddamn high. The fuck is wrong with you? Shit, if I was making 150K, which is what I plan to make, more than that, but I'm not making it currently, but bruh, tripping, bruh. But like, okay, there's levels to this. Okay, you got the lower and the middle class fighting with each other all day. Then you got the rich. Then you got the elite. The elite is where you evade all the bullshit. Yeah, bro, Captain, it's crazy, ain't? How the fuck you making 150K saying you poor? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? I mean, they be house poor, 3 cars, new cars. I was watching one TikTok. This woman said her car note was $1,700. What the fuck? Women can't manage money, bro. Plus the maintenance is crazy shit. Chris said the ultimate is they live out in Palmdale, which is in LA County, but a desert-ish old shithole, but collecting from like living in Beverly Hills. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Yeah, and I heard Orange County is one of them counties too. LA County, Orange County. Them one of the richest zip codes in America. 150K is yeah, it is. It's crazy. What's going on, crypto? What's going on, Damon? Yeah, 1,700 a month. And you know it was a woman. Homie, if your car note is 1,700, I don't even know. You guys let me know, does an Audi cost that much? I don't even know if BMWs cost that much. This gotta be like a Porsche or a G-Wagon or something. That's crazy. Bro, whoever that salesman is, Homie, you know, he was doing the dance on her ass, bruh. She walked in the dealership. He sold her every goddamn add-on. G-Wagon probably. She didn't do no negotiation. She didn't get none of them add-ons discounted or taken off completely. She negotiated the fucking out the door price. None of that shit. Matter of fact, she asked for some more shit probably. Crazy shit, bro. Man, that salesman was doing the money dance on her ass, bro. As soon as she left, bro, he was hitting the money dance, bro. It's like it's a $90,000 to $150,000 car for a 1,700 per note. Yeah, and she didn't even realize that some of them cars, like a G wagon and a freaking Porsche 911, is a tax write off. Goofy ass shit. Goofy shit. I'm bad for spending. I'm bad for spending every time I save money. It's like I just go crazy and spend thousands. Hey, we all deal with it, bro. We all deal with it. We not perfect. That's why I don't really talk about finances and all that stuff because it's really a difficult situation and you can't tell nobody how to spend their money. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like talking to a dude that's fully in love with a girlfriend and the girlfriend treating him wrong, but he don't see it. It's like, bro, they having sex together. They got emotions and love together. He not trying to hear no red pill stuff. It's the same thing with finances. You know, you get it at certain levels, different levels or certain ages. The safe man must have went on vacation after the payment he got. She probably took it to a different man. Just finished clapping my GF cheeks. Shout out to my man Crypto. Gentlemen, remember to hit the like. Yeah, hit the like button. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. But hey, as long as you're good at making money, you always have some money. Just make sure, you know.
And you ain't even my son for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, that has to take a toll.
I put her in my will as well too. Yeah. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead, man.
Yeah, man.
I hope
man.
that still ain't.
One time the dude told me. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man
Right.
that ain't your daddy. Don't
Right.
remind him that you ain't his daddy. You ain't.
Goofy shit. You know, that's why you don't be a stepdaddy, bro. He said, I subscribe. Shout out to Lizzie. I got enough threads and chains, but just an addict to new shit. Hey, bro, hey, that's something that you know about yourself, bro. I seen a post on YouTube. It's like a little thing. He's like, bro, I got him. He's like, little caption was like, I gotta make it because I like expensive shit. I'm like, bro, I'm the same way. I'm like, bro, I like new shit, but like, you gotta make sure you had assets and all that stuff. Generating assets. Being a stepdaddy is a L. It is a L, bro. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, for real. It is a L, bro. Them kids ain't gonna ever respect you. The mom ain't gonna let you discipline them. I like the vibe you put out. I appreciate it. It's a L on every level, man. And his little, he immature because his mom ain't don't know how to didn't teach him how to deal with masculine men that you should respect. She should be telling her son, hey, he taking care of us, be respectful, treat him like a father. Yeah, he's not your biological father, but he's being a father because your original father isn't here. So respect him, excuse me, give him some respect. But she don't teach him that, and he don't learn that, and all he knows is this. It's stupid shit. He said, I'm one cheap son of a bitch, but I got money and assets. That's all that matters, bro. What I like about you, Miles, is how real you are from day one. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, cause I be going through shit too, bro. I ain't. This ain't theory. Like it's about to rain or something. Got the wind blowing and shit. Only be a stepdad if you got a real kid with a mom. That's true. That's true. But yeah, guys, being a good man just doesn't pay today. It don't at all.
You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me of that.
I know that, but you ain't got.
Hey, after I done fed you, took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I put you on my wheel. Bro, when he did that, bro, I ran. I ran to my lawyer to try to get that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack.
Right.
Seriously.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
You
So
know,
I've been through a lot, bro.
It sounds like a lot.
Bro, he said he legit thought he was gonna have a heart attack. That's what being around bad people, toxic environments. That's what that shit does to you, bro. That's what that shit does to you, man. It will legitimately take you out of your life. Stress kills. Remember that, guys. Stress kills. When you work in your job and you hate your job, it's draining you, it's stressing you out. You need to get a different job. You with a man or a woman and they stressing you out, you gotta move, you gotta get a different job, you gotta get a different person. Because what you have to accept is, and this is what people don't accept, and then we're gonna wind the live stream down. What people don't want to accept is people don't change oftentimes. And so you're wishing somebody to you're trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Chris said, I need to run, feed the animals, and collect eggs. My man lives on a farm. Shout out to you living, being a real, original man. And leave the stream, but I'll be back. But and leave the stream on, but we'll be back. We'll be out. Okay, no, you good, Chris. You good. We about to wind down anyway, bro. Because we already listened to the best part of it. So, what the fuck? But yeah, man, like it's a shame to think cold-heartedly about the future. Like we will ever have to have the dream life, or we will always have all the ish, or will we always have the ish, or will we have our dream life, or will we always have the shitty life? Yeah, see, money is hard because like we're not hardwired as human beings to know how to regulate money and the stock market and buy real estate and all this stuff. Like we're not biologically hardwired for that, which is why we struggle with it as human beings. But it's better because if we didn't have money in this economic system, bro, we'd be deleting each other left and right. I mean, with temporary relationships till we're old. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta find your lane, bro. I think, excuse me, if you're a passport bro, I think if you're a man that's gonna deal with women in the West and you just accept some of the BS, and don't get it twisted, guys, there's some good women in the West. It's just they all have feminism, it's just levels to it. A good woman's gonna have about 10, 15% of feminism compared to the worst woman that's 100% of feminism. So that's a good point. I mean, some people get tired of temporary relationships, and it is what it is. But I think men are going to have to accept if you're a passport bro and you don't know the languages in these different countries, or if you're dealing in the West for an extended period of time or plan on staying here, in dealing with these women, you're gonna have to accept the fact they have a body count. That's just the truth. You're gonna have to accept the fact that she been effing around, and she could have not been effing around. She could have just she been in 5 relationships and got 5 bodies. No matter what it is, you're not gonna get a virgin, so you're gonna have to throw that in the trash, bro, and just focus on the character and how she treats you. You're not gonna get a virgin because even the passport bros, like they dealing with 304s, homie. Like if you can pay and get her, the dudes before you and the dudes after can pay and get her as well. So you gotta it's no perfect solution, bro. I don't know if you can go on into your 50s with the attitude of a rouster side chicks only. Some dudes can't. Some dudes can. Hugh Hefner was living his best life at 70 years old, still being a playboy. Um, like the biggest thing is you have to know what kind of man you are. If you know you're gonna want a relationship, well, you know, get into a relationship. You know, you should already have the information on how to vet properly. You know what I'm saying? If you know when you get that old, definitely date younger. Don't date the same age, and definitely don't date older. You're definitely not gonna date older as you're 50. So yeah, you guys send any last little bit of comments and questions as we wind down the live stream. I really appreciate you guys coming in here on this Sunday afternoon, getting prepared for the week. Shout out to my man Mike David being in the building. Deontay Wilder situation is a stern warning to men. It definitely is, bro. And we talked about it. We winding down the live stream, bro. We already talked most about it, so you might have to go back and rewatch. But yeah, it's a stern reminder, bro, that just because you're successful don't mean you leave all the BS for women behind. That's not true. How often are you going live this week? Um, every day except Wednesday and Friday. Every day except Wednesday and Friday. Now, depending on my Mondays, if the Monday is too busy, I'll have to redo it and schedule it for Tuesday and do a makeup stream. But I'm trying to stream 5 days a week. Now, work can get super busy and hectic, which would interfere with that. But the goal is always to stream 5 days a week. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Get some rest. Have a good. I hope you guys have a good working week, and I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Nigga said I hit the notification bell last week, so only miss if I'm occupied. Yeah, I get you. You guys have your lives too. You're dealing with stuff in your personal lives as well. You can always catch the replay or catch the next live. What you think about that passport, bro, getting caught? That's crazy shit, bro. That's crazy stuff, bro. It definitely gonna hurt the passport bros. Um, reputation. They probably gonna have to They gonna have to remarket themselves. They gonna have to call it something else because the passport bros is getting a bad reputation. And it's not going to affect passport bros that much, but in certain countries where they definitely mess with, like Brazil and these Dominican Republic and all that stuff, Colombia, those three big places, it's going to be a big one, a big change coming up soon for those guys. So they're going to have to rebrand. They're going to have to rebrand and distance themselves from that kind of stuff because the passport bros, they're not they're relevant online, but like in real life, it's not a whole bunch of passport bros. So it's not a big enough. It's not a big enough movement to like cause a big change from passport bros. But like in the three different countries that they definitely migrate to the most: Colombia, Dominican Republic, and Brazil. In those areas where they frequent the most, those countries are definitely going to pivot. Rebrand. They blaming that dude Austin Holloman like he the governor of all of them. Exactly, and then I seen that same stuff too, Mike David, and he not to blame for it. Like if I'm not mistaken, Austin has came out and said like he's not really a passport, bro. Like you gotta understand, like the passport bros, they only go to like 3 or 4 places. They're not going all over the world, and it's not like 100,000 of them. It's like homie, maybe 500 to 1,000 of them. And like I said, they only go to 3 countries, 4 countries. You could add Thailand to that. But in Asia, it's a whole bunch of European dudes I'm seeing that I heard from legitimate sources that didn't touch grind, that didn't touch grass. But I mean, they gonna blame the passport bros for everything that goes wrong internationally. It's crazy. That's crazy work. He was like selling little kids. It's crazy, bro. They need to throw him under the jail. But yeah, if you're gonna be one of these guys traveling, do not associate with the passport bros. That's a negative connotation. Excuse me. Yeah, they only big on the internet, and that's the thing about just in general with anything. Like when it comes to relationships and all this different kind of stuff, whatever you want to call it, different stuff on the internet. A lot of this stuff is just mainly gripes on the internet, which can't be fully trusted because we got AI and bots and all this different kind of stuff. So you don't know what's real and what's fake. Now, in real life, that says it all. That says it all. So take the internet with a grain of salt. It's like, bro, like, like with Myron Gaines and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, how are you talking about women and you only had one girlfriend, which was that Angie chick? Crazy shit, bro. You don't know anything about women. You just know stuff about theory. It's crazy shit, bro. It's crazy. But that dude, he need to get thrown under the jail. But if you gonna be a traveler, just say you a traveler, bro. You just like to do stuff. Because if you a passport, bro, they gonna associate you with SEX tourism. So I definitely, whenever I get to traveling, I'm like, I ain't no passport, bro. I'm just a random black dude traveling to different countries, looking at the tourist spots, and if the women want to cooperate, cool. Get some culture through the food, the music, you know what I'm saying, the people. He said it's crazy because they got the internet and real life. That's crazy work how it's two separate worlds. Exactly, bro. It's gonna get worse because like the internet is the metaverse world. That's the matrix. People come to the internet and don't realize it's another matrix. It's crazy. You getting lied to. The internet is becoming faker and faker, bro. You guys seen that picture I had with that woman, Bonnie Blue and Joshua and Anthony Joshua? That was an AI generated photo, but that shit looked real as hell. The internet can be fake as hell. Shit, if I blow up on this channel, you gonna see fake AI thumbnails of me, people stealing my voice, all kind of crazy stuff, bro. If I get big enough, love will make you so cold, like you don't even take on new chicks. Yeah, you need a break from them because you be so jaded. You can't trust any of them. You don't even consider texts and exes. You just straight up learned. Yep. Experience, like my experience, bro, it just keeps reminding me, don't trust women. Don't trust women. 100%. That's the stupidest thing you could ever do is trust a woman 100% because they gonna always teach you not to trust them. It's crazy, bro. Then they coming out with a new Black Panther, the original Black. That's crazy work with Jamie Foxx in it. Crazy work. Yeah, it's the stupidest dynamic, Nicholas. Like when you disinterested and nonchalant with women, that's when they be like, bro, why he not interested in me? Why he not fondling all over me? And you legit be disinterested. Like you don't give a fuck if she live or die. That's real shit. I've dealt with that numerous times, bro. Like I didn't been in places. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of these women in here. I be ignoring them. I don't even be looking at them, bro. I don't like they be curvy too and all that stuff. I don't give a damn about none of that sometimes. And that's when they come along, bro. And I don't know what it is with me, but like when I get super serious and like when I'm not just like chilling and all that stuff, when I get super serious, bro, I don't know what that is, but people like get drawn to that. I don't know what that is, bro. And it's like nothing I can fake and get. It's like I can't fake it. I have to legit be mad and be serious. It's crazy, bro. That's why I tell dudes, don't worry about what women say on panels and online. Get some fresh air and interact with women in real life. Homie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. All this shit is lies, most of it. All of it. You can't give relationship advice the same to everybody because everybody's not on the same level. You a lot of dudes, they not on the same level as King 6'8". They not on the level of Deontay Wilder. They not on the level of Chad and Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? So you can't give generalized relationship advice and expect the shit to go right for every man. It's just not gonna work. Like if you 5'5" and overweight, I'm sorry, homie, but you gonna have to make some money and you probably gonna have to trick off. It just is what it is. Just be a red pill or honest trick and just not the and don't fall in love because she only there with you because you spending money. That's when they respect you. They sleep with guys they respect even if they hate them as well. They love the guys that they say they hate is the women that the guys that they say they hate is the guys they actually love. The online fake, about 99% of them use a filter. Yep. And any woman today on the Instagram that look perfect, she got a BBL or a surgery or something. The dudes is on steroids. The little bodybuilding looking dudes, they on steroids. That's why I'm saying. That's why I told you guys like a couple weeks ago that the internet is already a matrix. It's already priming you to get used to fake people because you get on the internet, you see attractive, tall dudes with money, you see thick or curvy or in shape women. When you go in real life, you don't see any of that shit. And so it's already made you delusional. You think that just because you follow 50 pages of women that's attractive women, when you go in real life, you should only date nines and tens. It's crazy, bro. you already, they already priming you to be attracted to some shit that's not even real. Yeah, they ain't even perfect, but that's what makes them unique, and that's okay. Exactly. When women complain about on the internet, they only complain about the men they want, don't want them. Exactly. Exactly. And like dudes be like, bro, these women are losing. I'm like, bro, male versions is rising on a consistent basis, but women versions is not a thing, really. These women can get money, relationships, marriages. They just don't want it from the guys that are giving it. Women want the things they can't have. That's women in a nutshell, bro. That's women in a nutshell. They want the men they cannot have. Which is why when you're a nice guy and you always accessible to them, they don't like that shit because you just like every other man. You like an average man. You a thirsty average man with no options. And it's crazy because it's like women they huddle around the same group of men, the same small percentage of men, but get mad that he cheats on them. It don't make any sense. But if you didn't have any options like that, you wouldn't get selected. So women are in a quagmire. They don't want the guys that aren't capable of attracting other women, but they want the guys that are capable of attracting women, multiple women, attractive women, but don't cheat on them. The craziest shit in the world. Women don't make no sense, bro. That's why you get confused with women because you're trying to make them logical thinkers. You're trying to get them to make sense, and they don't make sense. That's not their MO. They don't care about making sense. They care about how they feel. Women complain about girls are sharing one guy. They all know it. Most women who are rich and they got it from men. Exactly. He got it from a man. I think there's like maybe 30 women that are truly successful, and they ugly women. It's crazy because the ugly women be tricking off on these young dudes too. You guys heard about the women in Jamaica, them white and black women in Jamaica, paying for them the male escorts. It's crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Bro, they got a GTA San Andreas movie. What the hell? That's got to be fake. That's crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. But yeah, guys, I didn't extend it out an extra 15 minutes. We didn't win an hour. You said, wait for real. Sometimes looks don't matter. Choose heart over looks. That's true too. You got to be a mature man, especially if you're a man that wants to settle down in a relationship. You need to choose the woman that treats you right and the woman that likes you back. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be a 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be a 9 or a 10. She got too many options. She's too entitled. So as a mature man, you don't throw away, above average looking women You don't throw them away just simply because they don't have their butt's not big enough or their tits aren't big enough the way you want them. You know, if they're a good woman, you know, you got to keep them around. And that's for guys that, you know, want relationships. You know, you guys, if you want relationships, you got to choose a good looking woman, attractive enough good looking woman, but she got to have the personality as well. Now, if you just a bachelor dude, then it don't matter because you're not looking for love. You choose happiness when you meet a pretty enough woman who's great in bed. I'm satisfied. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, the most attractive women are not the best in bed, bro. Homie, the best blowjobs you're gonna get is not from the in shape attractive women. It's not. It's a sad reality. Think about it. The woman that threw it back the hardest on you, riding you the hardest, giving you the best BJ, she was not a 9 or a 10. He said my GF got B cups. Sure, C or D would be great, but the hassle to get those jugs ain't worth it long term. Yep. Bro, crypto ain't never lied. Boy, you ain't never lied, boy. And don't y'all head ass dudes, don't y'all sit up here and lie to me because in the West, most of these women is overweight. Don't y'all sit here and lie to me on this live stream. Y'all know y'all done smashed at least a couple fat chicks. Bro, them fat chicks they be doing, bruh. They mouth turn into a goddamn suction cup. He's a Section 8 cat is the best. He said my phone wallpaper is a nude she sent 100%. My lab GF was hot and the best in every way I ever had. Well, shout out to you. He said, bro, they turned into a vacuum. Yeah, bro. And you be like, hold on. Yeah, you be typically, you know, it's hard. I don't know about you guys. We're not gonna get too graphic with this shit, but I'm gonna say this and then we gonna get out the live. Like, usually most women they not really good at it, but like, bruh, them women, bruh, they be getting you to finish quick. You be shocked. You be shocked yourself. You be like, damn, how she do that? That ain't never happened before. You said I got some home. Bro, they turn into a vacuum, bro. Suction cup. Damn, bro. Guys gotta ask themselves if a woman is a 10, she wouldn't be single. That's a red flag. Exactly. Something off about her, but guys can't fathom that. Exactly. And they control by their Johnson. That's it. They control by their attraction. They Johnson getting hard. That suction sound. I got some home movies. Hey, get like that. You said 8 to 10 women, 8 to 10 ranked chicks suck at relationships. That's a fact. Still here, 18 eggs today. Shout out to you, man. Self-sufficient men are in the chat that live off the land. Chris, if I get big enough, bro, we're gonna have you on the live stream teaching us how to do that stuff. 5 to 7 ranked chicks is what you want for a relationship. That's true. He said maybe their fat works too on the suck. Bro, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know why I don't know why they're specifically good at it. It don't make no sense. It don't make any. I can't come up with a good reason for it. I can't. I mean, maybe because she get more practice because dudes they shoot low. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy work, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get off the live stream, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna read Nicholas and we're gonna get off. I'm playing the long waiting game with my ex, working on myself. So when she comes back, I'm doing good. Yes, success is the best revenge. Also, another chick talking to in reserve. Yeah, you'll never want to have 0 women. This wind is blowing hard, bro. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they can suck the beach ball through a noose pipe and suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. Bro, don't count your eggs coming back. I don't think about that either. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Shoot your shot, and if you don't, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yep. If we do not go on vacation this year, I will have a full-fledged self-efficient farm. Hey, bro, you might have to do that because um, what I'm noticing about the food industry is like 90% of it is unhealthy. And like the only way you can guarantee that the food is the healthiest, either you got to grow it and cook it yourself, or you got to go buy it in a grocery store and cook it yourself. But you can only buy it from like Whole Foods or like Sprouts, because if you go into Walmart, that shit, half that food is fake anyway. Even the real food is crazy, bro. Level up, date your ex hottest friend. Yeah. Make them mad, crypto. Yeah. She was so hot though, and best ever had in bed, legit. Nicholas, you tender dick. Hey, it happens, homie. We all been there. We all used to go back to that one ex that got that good, they got that fire. She crazy as hell. We know she toxic too. And she turned into an animal, bro. Always the key thing is dating is, if you like who like you, you win. Excuse me. That's what I use, bro. I don't go out. Like dudes be like, they see a whole bunch of women, they be like with the mindset, I'm gonna choose this one and that one. I'm like, no, go up to the crowd of women and ask, which one of y'all is interested in me, and go with that chick. We used to get it on in public. She was something else. That's exactly, bro. We know it. We didn't did it ourselves too, bro. We done been there. I ain't saying you can't go clap your ex. Don't live your life thinking she'll come back. Yeah. Hey, organized truth. Once you get off, I hope you have a wonderful day and great rest of your life. I appreciate it, man. You guys as well. I wish a lot of you guys success and prosperity. Yeah, she is toxic, but a baddie, worth it, bruh. Just. She had 304. Just smash it and move on. No relationship. Anyways, guys, we gotta live in abundance, Nicholas. Don't forget to live in abundance, bro. She can sense that scarcity. So level up, smash another baddie, because if you can get one, you can get another one. And then she gonna come back, and then just smash her. That's it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys could have a rest of your day, good rest of your week. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.